And hi guys, hi there, how are all of you? I hope you all are fine. Well, my name is Yusuf and I'm back on Yusuf Reacts. Well guys, if I talk about today, there is a lot to talk about because of the fact that there were few things or there were few personal reasons because of I was unable to make videos up. There are three matches that literally I want to discuss about as far as PSL 8 2023 is concerned. The first match that I'm going to be talking about is going to be something that literally I would say has it all. Means if I talk about it, Quetta Gladiators and Karachi Kings. Karachi Kings yet again in their third encounter when they faced Quetta, they were unable to get over the line. Quetta eventually got off to not such a rollicking start, but eventually the thing which happened was what? The thing which happened was this thing up that yet again there was one man who stood up, and that man is known as Multan Guptil. I really was so amazed to see his performance. He single-handedly scored 100 odd runs, I guess 116, and gave Quetta a formidable total to be defended. Because on the other way around, if I look at it, they were going nowhere. It means the situation of Quetta wasn't good at all. Anyhow, coming on, Karachi Kings eventually when they went on to bat, they were also at a very nice position, but eventually the breakthroughs that were brought along, especially by the pace bowlers, most of them were obviously Naseem Shah and the second one Hasnan also. They really dented in. Karachi Kings eventually fell 6 run shots and eventually they lost their third match. Now coming on to the next encounter that was there, that was Multan Sultans and Peshawar Zalmi. Well, when we talk about Multan Sultans, there is one thing that is always going to be there, and that is this thing up that Multan Sultans has a really nice team. Especially when we talk about their skipper, he really leads from the front, and eventually he did that. We clearly saw that particular thing up. The intent in Rizwan is something that shows and it personifies that positivity that is there in the team. If we talk about Peshawar Zalmi really relies on two particular individuals. Anyhow, talking about that particular match, even if we discuss it, the match went really well. And it was something that was really good. And Peshawar, they were sometimes I would say in the game, but most of the time they were out of it because the score was too much. And eventually when we talk about their chase, Babar was the key wicket. They lost Babar early. After that, Haris and Saim Ayub, both of them did quite well, and they tried their level best to up the ante up, but eventually they could not do so and they faltered, and they were unable to score a very good score in comparison to it, and they just got out for 138 in comparison to 190 for 4. Coming on to the match that was there yesterday, yet again Karachi King was on a losing streak, but eventually thanks to yet again Lahore Qalandars eventually did what? Won the toss, asked them to bat first. Karachi, they pounded a very nice total on the board, had 170 odd total, and that was the thing that was the asking for Lahore Qalandars. Now if we talk about it, Lahore Qalandars always has one particular thing that is there, that their bowling is the thing that is the key. They don't rely on their batting much, and that is what we guys saw, because the batting does not have that depth in it. Eventually the main wicket was going to be, and the most crucial wicket was going to be of Fakhr Zaman. When Fakhr got out, eventually I thought that the match was literally over, because they don't have anything. Like in the past, if you have a look at it, they had Ben Stokes in it. I remember they had Ben Dunk into it, and Dunk was that particular individual who had a huge impact. Now they had eventually Harry Brooks into it. Now since both of them were not there, so they had no middle order at all which is going to stand up. And I literally sometimes feel amazed how Lahore Qalandars eventually select their batting lines, because if you have a look at the other teams all around, they have a formidable batting lineup. They And if we talk about Lahore Qalandars, they have no batting line at all, and they were eventually depending on Sikandar Raza to score the runs. And after that, I couldn't see any renowned or good batsman at all. So eventually, the thing which had to happen was which happened. Lahore Qalandars lost, and they lost with pride. That's typical Lahore Qalandar style. Really, I'm thrashing Lahore Qalandar over here because I literally am so much amazed to see this thing up. They had Hafiz in it, they did not take Hafiz. Means, what do you guys want to show? That you guys are going to be bringing up new talent. That's a very good thing. In bowling, it comes on, but you need to have proper batsmen who need to score runs. You don't have any depth in your batting lineup, and that is eventually which was there. A very poor performance by Lahore Qalandars, literally bringing a team who was gone, dead, down, dusted back into the tournament. That's what Lahore Qalandars is for you. And finally, if I say on the other side all around, Karachi Kings, well, I'm not someone who really fancies Karachi Kings up because of a few players, their egos and their so much of arrogance and attitude that they have possessed in themselves. Especially I'm talking about Amir, I'm talking about Imad, because this is not the way. You guys need to be professionals. Anyhow, especially Amir, literally he's too much overrated. I would clearly say this thing up. Anyhow, because of them, if I don't like Karachi now, and especially the remarks that they eventually had to give on their former captain known as Babar Azam, I literally wasn't happy. Anyhow, coming back to the whole thing all around, Lahore has given Karachi their first win after their fourth encounter. Anyhow, a lot of tournament is still left over. The points table, if you have a look at it, Multan Sultans is really leading it up from the top. They are on 6 points, and I think they are going to be the first one who are going to be able to qualify. The rest of the teams are in a pass. But if we talk about it, Karachi has also played 4 matches, Lahore has played 2 matches, and the rest of the teams are even pending on because they have even played 2 matches. So there is a huge tournament that is still left over. I hope to see you guys next time. I hope you guys like the reviews and the comments that I had to give on the matches, and see you guys soon, and do shower your support, and I'll be seeing you guys again. Thank you very much.